Uh, uh,
Bro, don't you can't
uh,
you can't start a podcast doing that. You can't.
uh.
Oh, why are you doing that? That makes me uncomfortable. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, dude. It's my
Like, what made you want? Like, we're supposed to say fuck faces and all this other shit, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is.
I don't know, man.
Same time,
Well,
what have you been
because
thinking about, bro?
I think it's because every time like I share this shit, right? I think people have been like exiting out around like the beginning. So I just want to do some weird shit in the beginning always.
All right, I can dig it. So, if I just the next time I just come here like, bro, that's a great movie.
Oh, so underrated. There's so many underrated movies. That movie and then Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. He's like,
Yes, bro.
that's my favorite
Yes,
underrated
bro.
movie, man. So many underrated movies out there, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like people don't even watch movies anymore. They just watch fucking YouTube.
Or they just Netflix stuff. They binge watch not documentaries, but like series and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true. Because
Me, I like watching documentaries.
I be catching myself doing that shit all the time too. I be doing that shit a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot.
I mean, well, I think right now is because nothing's creative anymore. Like, okay, do you remember how like the movies used to be a thing where it used to be lit? Like you would dress up to go to the movies, and you and the homies would go to the movies, and then sometimes you'd like see a shorty or something over there, and like, yo, we finna go to the movies. You know
Like
what I'm
when you
saying?
were
And
a kid,
now,
yeah,
yeah, but now the movies are not like it's lost its allure and its luster because now everything's all
nah,
streaming and
cause
shit like that. Like,
my brothers and sisters they still go to the movies and shit with their friends. So I think it's still a thing. Right now, COVID's like kind of shitting on the
well,
fucking.
fucked up everything. No, I'm just
Well,
saying, but there's no good movies out anymore.
it kind of opened up doors though, like this whole like the COVID thing, because like now people are like, well, if movies can just come straight to on demand, I don't have to like get the kids ready and spend fucking $20 on popcorn and a drink. Because like fucking the movie theaters, they be upcharging like a motherfucker, man. Like that's how
Yeah, but
people are like,
like how?
what's that?
No, go ahead.
Nah, I'm saying like just like the movie theaters just like upcharge like a motherfucker. So like it kind of turns people off from the movies. They're like, well, shit, if I go to the movies and I gotta buy fucking popcorn, I gotta buy fucking, soda, and then I gotta fucking, then I gotta pay 10, 15, $10 to $15 for a ticket, plus, my girl or then my kids and all types of shit. So people are like, oh, all I gotta
That's
do is
true.
fucking, all I gotta do is pay, $12 on fucking on demand and me and my whole family can watch the movie. It's like it's better for a lot of fucking families.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is that like,
We pay the entertainment industry way too much money. It's just a
but
fact.
did you
Like,
but you notice now how like we don't have like a lot of celebrities and shit like that anymore, but because we're producing our own content and shit now, so it's like we're kind of losing the allure of Hollywood a little bit, or maybe I'm the only one that's just noticing that.
yeah,
Because there's like celebrity news and shit like that, and celebrities aren't really a thing. Like,
nah, people still
I mean,
care
well, the only one who's
everything
really
that,
making headlines right now is fucking Kanye. Weird ass is Kanye.
bro.
Like,
Yeezy 2020, dude.
all right. This is the question. This is a question. Would you rather have Donald Trump or Kanye as a president?
Kanye West, dude.
Fuck that, bro. I would go with Trump, bro.
Bro, Kanye West is on the verge of a mental breakdown, but I don't know, man. I just kind of want to see what he's gonna do. Like,
Well, but the other thing too, I think a lot of things is like Kanye is so fucking smart. He's
he
actually
is,
really
dude.
fucking intelligent. He's a genius, but the problem is that he can't always
His mouth fucks him up.
articulate. No, he knows what he's saying, but a lot of people take the shit that he's saying out of context and stuff. Like, okay, so prime example. I'm gonna give you something, and you guys can look this shit up to see it because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So Martin Luther King said at one point after he did the the dream, the I have a dream stuff, and part of the civil rights movement, he said he fears that he led his people into a burning house. Reason being is because yes, we wanted equality or whatever and doing all that other shit, but it's like you have us have equal things, but then the situation doesn't get better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or like when Kanye said that shit about like Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves, she really didn't though, because just because we went to
if you
the
look at it
north,
from like Andrew Schultz was talking about it, like if you look at it from like a woke standpoint, like like Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves, she just got us working for other white people type shit.
it was
Like,
but
whatever
like
he said,
no, because technically you're still a slave, you're a freed slave, so they just pay you what you want. So you chose the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, I mean, like
in a way.
Yeah, so like when did there's like that scene in Django where like Leonardo DiCaprio says that like his like father or his grandfather or something had a slave that shaved his face with a straight razor every single day. Could have slit his throat if he wanted to, but he didn't.
Yeah.
It's like so I don't know, like it's if you look at it from like a different stamp, like I think when you listen to Kanye, you got to listen to him like how I told you, like how I listen to Alex Jones, like how like you got to listen to it, but you can't take everything super literally. You got to like kind of got to like break down what he says, and like you like take little bits and pieces, and you're like, okay, this is what you're really saying, and look at it from different perspectives. Don't just like, oh, Kanye's acting fucking crazy. And it's like, nah, like sometimes he has little gems and shit like that in there, like, and you're like, oh, that's what you're saying. Or somebody else says it, and you're like, yeah. Because if somebody else would have said that shit, they like if it was a super woke person that would have said that shit, like, yeah, they probably would have been like, it probably would have been seen like, oh yeah, Nick Cannon would have said that shit. People probably be like, oh yeah, But it's Kanye being Kanye.
But then you can also look at it now, like people take everything out of context now because they want controversy. Everybody take everything out of context and they want controversy. Like the shit with J. Cole when they tried to cancel J. Cole because he said that shit about telling the Queen to shut her mouth, but he was talking about his experience, and that's what I'm saying. Like people cherry pick information.
When did this happen?
You didn't hear about that in one of his latest rap songs or whatever?
Nah.
No, that was a big thing. But
he was like responding to No Name or something like that, right?
Yeah, no, he wasn't even talking about her. It was his experience.
Oh,
he just used that as a bar. He used that as a bar. It wasn't a jab at her because she said something, and then she said something about J. Cole, and it wasn't nothing bad or anything. He just was talking. He used that bar and was like, okay. And because you know how people layer their bars or whatever, that's literally what he did. He just layered it. It wasn't a jab at No Name.
I mean, at the end of the day, hip hop's hip hop, bro, and I love beef.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But this is the point that I'm making.
That's hip hop.
Yeah, but this is the point that I'm making. It was that people
are so goddamn sensitive nowadays.
Yeah, they just want controversy. Everybody because anything you say can always get taken out of context, and people will cherry pick information just to, like to make their point validated and shit without looking at the whole picture. Like it's stupid because I've noticed that, which is it's funny. I just use the word cherry pick and shit, but anyway, but it's just people just find a reason just to be confrontational because nobody wants to accept the fact that like, okay, yo, like, yeah, I may have done fucked up things or whatever. I may have said something fucked up, but then just to push this narrative to like fucking make the issue like this whole Black Lives Matter thing. Like when people are saying, like I got no argument with this dude about this shit, because I had like dude was ear hustling on my conversation. Cause I was actually talking to my uncle, and this white guy happened to be behind me when I said,
"Hey, bro, can you flip your phone into landscape mode real quick? It's just mad distracting."
What's wrong?
So like the sides of your video are cut off. It's like all black. Really? Yeah. So if you flip it into landscape mode.
I mean, I'll try. Hold on.
Yeah. My bad. I didn't mean to cut your point like that. This is a little distracting. I mean, you do it like, yeah. It's all good.
Hold on. What about now?
That's a little bit better, yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
All right, so I was talking to my uncle, and
why you had to flip your hair?
This white guy happened behind. Huh?
No, I'm just talking shit. Man.
What is it?
All right, no, go ahead. I was just talking
Fuck
shit.
you, bitch.
I said, why you had to flip
No,
your head back like that?
because I have my blanket on. So anyway, I was talking to my uncle. Because I was at the store, gas station. I was getting something, but I was going to the store. My auntie told me to go to the store to grab her something, and so I was talking on the phone, and this white dude was behind me. My uncle, and we were talking about the Black Lives Matter thing, and then the first thing he says, he was like, "All lives matter," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then he instantly just started trying to go in on me. He's like, "This is what I'm tired of you people, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Okay, one." Said the fuck out my mouth and stop listening to what I'm like my conversation because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, for two, Black Lives Matter is not anti-white. It's just saying that Black Lives Matter. But the problem is that white people, when they say like all lives matter and all this other shit, when you're saying like all like the white version, you're not saying it in a way of
like you're doing it as a clapback.
Yeah, but no, you're doing it because it has racial undertones to it. Like when you say all lives matter and shit like that, like pro-whiteness cancels out like being black. You know what I'm saying? It's more of it's not like with black people, we're not anti-white. We're just saying that our lives matter too. We have some other shit that's going on where white motherfuckers will be like, no, all lives matter is not on me. So white people. You know what I'm saying? All lives matter, blah blah blah. And you're like, because if we say Black Lives Matter, like, no, all lives matter. Okay, but if you're saying all lives matter, then Black Lives Matter too. I'm like, no. But the issue is that motherfuckers just don't want the attention. They want the attention. White people just want the attention.
I mean, some people are just pushing issues. Like that's.
No, it's stupid.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
That's the point.
To be honest, like it's one of those issues where it's like, I mean, like obviously I care, right? But like, whether you say Black Lives Matter or whether you say all lives matter.
Say talk. You don't care.
Bro, all I care right now about is my fucking baby. Like, literally all
I know, that's what I'm saying, bro. You don't give a fuck about. I know.
I literally give a fuck about nothing but my wife and my kid right now.
Yeah.
But this world is fucked up, dude. This world is fucked, dude.
So bad. It is so bad.
Yeah, but no. What I mean by like I don't give a fuck is like, whether you say whatever, dude, like, just fucking be inclusive, man. Like, if somebody says all lives, like, cause sometimes like I be seeing videos, somebody say all lives matter, like Black Lives Matter, and then they get all mad instead of just like, if you would have just reach out for a hug, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like it's okay.
No more, man.
Like if you told that person, hey, of course all lives matter. That's not what we're talking about though right now. Like we're talking about something else. I have to like open up that conversation so you can be inclusive. You know what I mean? More allies is better.
But
like
that's when it goes into the point. Are people ready to have that conversation though? Are people ready to have these intellectual conversations without it always going into being emotionally charged where it's going to turn into a fight or some shit like that? Because nowadays I feel like people you can't dial being like an aggressive conflict over something, but because when the last episode when we was on the podcast and when we talked about, we had a disagreement, but we disagreed and that was it. It wasn't like fuck you nigga. It didn't get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and that's the problem, man. Like a lot of the videos that are being pushed, and it's about the media and shit, but that's the videos that you see. It's whether it's the far left people or the far right people or whatever, and then some people are saying Black Lives Matter, some people are saying all lives matter, and then it's like an argument. Like, why the fuck is that an argument? Like, obviously, the Black Lives Matter people see. Well, not all of them, because some of them are, like, want that controversy, just like some of those all lives matter people want those controversies. Like some of those all lives matter people, like I think they truly are just ignorant about it. Like they don't understand what people are saying. You know what I'm saying? And then like those people, we talked about the whole Terry Crews thing. Like, like just listen. Just if you just listen to fucking people, you might be able to get an understanding. If you don't, just be like, all right, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Like this movement is obviously not for you.
I hate but I hate when people call people Uncle Toms and shit, because I'm like, do you motherfuckers know the history of Uncle Tom? Do they know why that's even relevant? Like, I know why, because I've studied this shit.
Well, and the information.
All right, so I hate when motherfuckers say that because they're saying Uncle Tom. I was like, that motherfucker died not telling these white men where these two runaway slaves went, right? Like that's why he fucking died. That's why he's like they call him Uncle Tom.
That's a fictional character, right?
No, it was a real dude.
I thought it was a fictional character.
Well, the name Uncle Tom is a fictional name, but who the character is based off of is a real dude who these white dudes were trying to kill these runaway slaves or whatever. And my man didn't say shit. To this day, he didn't say nothing. He died for that. He self-sacrificed himself so that these other two could live and shit. Like, so how did that turn into a negative connotation?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, we had that.
People got to research it.
Yeah, we had that fucking thing like probably 2 or 3 episodes we was talking about. Is this gonna be a recap episode? Fuck it.
I don't know what we're recapping. How's the recap?
We just like 2 or 3 episodes we talked about what the fuck did we talk I was like, yo, how the fuck did you fucking Democrat or you fucking Republican or you fucking liberal or you fucking how the fuck did those become slurs? How did those become slurs? Like those became slurs though, like to people like.
Because I think it's because people just want controversy and want reasons to fight. Like it's stupid. But then look, this is the other thing.
Thrives on negativity, man.
I know, but look, like this is what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers are ready to fight, but then they're not really ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so my brother sent me this TikTok about this white kid who's like, it's like, okay, so a lot of the black creators and stuff on TikTok are getting shadow banned with this white guy is out here talking about how he wants to hang niggers and you know, black people are bad. Bro, I swear to God, my brother resend it to me and shit. But and this white dude has his Make America, this MAGA hat on, and he's just smiling, going like this. But this shit hasn't been banned or taken down or anything like that. But all his stuff is about how he hates like black people and so much, all this other shit. But TikTok and a lot of black creators and stuff, and just people on there are telling TikTok like, "Hey, this is fucked up. Like you telling us that we can't say this, this, and this." But this motherfucker got a whole ass channel, a lot of views, talking about how he hate niggers and shit. And I was like, so this is what TikTok's really about. Like, which leads me to another point is like the same motherfuckers that are saying like, we don't want gang violence, we don't want all this other stuff, we don't want all this negativity, but you profit off of this negativity. Like, yeah, so it's an oxymoron. We literally live in an oxymoron, and it's so stupid. Like, the motherfuckers are saying that they're ready to fight, they're ready to do this shit, but then when it comes to the time to do this shit, motherfuckers run. You know what I'm saying? Like, so say me and you had a disagreement, right? And me and you're about to fight. Well, this is different because me and you will fight. But like, okay, so me and some Joe Schmo dude get into an argument. And then I'm like, all right, bro, we finna fight then. And then he's like, no, I don't want to fight. But you're saying things to get you to the point to where, like, you're stepping on toes to the point to where you're pushing the envelope to where motherfuckers will really just blow your shit out. But then now you're just like, no, I don't want to fight. I don't mean anything like that. But you're ready to go until that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Until that static comes upon you.
Do you know how many people I've met in this, like, since I've been in my job and also like just in the world that I've met that just have never been into a fight?
That blows my mind.
Blows my fucking mind. Like I think that attributes to these fucking just people that just talk mad shit all day, but you ain't never got your ass beat. Like I feel like everybody in this world needs to get their ass beat.
You get punched in the face.
At least once, you gotta get your ass beat, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think that's why, like,
you know, win fights too or whatever. You gotta get your ass beat at least once in a real fight. Like you're trying, not bullying or nothing, but like you get into a fight and you get your ass beat. That needs to happen at least once in your life. That way you can humble.
I think everybody should get their shit blown out at least once. Like, just get your face just fucking destroyed.
Oh, everybody needs to just get fucked up at least once because
it's a freeing thing.
It just humbles.
Yeah, it's freeing.
Like, yo, you're not immortal, dude. There's always somebody bigger than you. And that brings it into arguments too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got your ass beat before, you know, like sometimes people got better points than you.
But
you gotta listen to them. Just fucking listen to them. You don't gotta
exactly. Some people. But this is the thing, though, too. This is the thing that I can't, like, okay. So whenever you get into an argument or disagreement, like, just because you disagree doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can disagree. We could disagree on things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, like, attack somebody's character or try to destroy them or something just because you can't validate a point because you got stumped on. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example. So say like if you're arguing with somebody and then they're saying you're not listening, you're doing nothing, but then you're articulating what they feel, but they're so angry and stuck in their ways that they can't hear or understand what you're saying because they're just emotionally charged. And then so what they do is they automatically just go into disrespecting you because they can't validate the point that you're making. You know what I'm saying? So you make a good point and you're like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. And then they're like, well, fuck you, bitch. That's why you stupid as fuck. That's why you ugly, nigga. And you're like,
they get on that Busta Rhymes woo-ha.
Yeah, but then you're like, yo, but you can't have a conversation. Like, I enjoy conversating. I enjoy being able to have, even if a disagreement, if you beat me in an argument, I'm not finna be up here like, damn, I'm ready to fight you. Like, I'll take my L's when I take them. Like, but maybe it's because I took debate in high school. Like, I was a debater in high school and I was really good at it. Like, I'm good at debating and like making points against people and talking and shit like that. And I'm good, and that's how I can see both sides. I took a speech and debate class and I was actually really good at that shit. But that's why I like getting into those type of discussions because I like to be able to talk to you about these things instead of just fucking always yelling this shit. Like, or the other thing, so, like, another thing, wait, never mind. Because that's not, no, that doesn't really go into this. Never mind. That doesn't go into this. I was thinking,
time.
Huh?
So go ahead, we got time.
I know we have time. Today I got time, cuz.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
No, but what I'm saying is like, it's like the character thing. Like, you know how some people take everything so personal and always want to be like, no, I don't agree with this. But a lot of the times, you got to know when people are like trolling and when people are just trying to be characters and shit like that, and knowing like the balance of like what they're doing, what their motive is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what their motive is. Like, so like me and you, like, we really don't give a fuck, and you know, we'll troll people on certain shit, or we'll make fun of certain topics and stuff, and because we have that. Our characters basically before was the wild people who don't give a fuck. We don't care. We do what the fuck we want. Boom, bam, whatever the third. You know what I'm saying? Or then like the other characters that I've had, it was just like characters, just like and people take that shit too personally, like a Michael Jordan, or like because I just watched The Last Dance. I just got done watching all of The Last Dance,
It's so good.
It's amazing, but like because people want to compare him to, you know, when people are trying to compare Jordan to Ali and all this other shit. Jordan was just a basketball player. Jordan likes competition. Jordan was never signed up to be an activist, but people pushed their expectations on him and was like, hey, you're a black man. This is what you need to do. Jordan did not give a fuck about that. His job was to play basketball, dedicate himself to his craft, and do that. Now, Then they're comparing him to Muhammad Ali, which Muhammad Ali was a fighter, but he transcended sports. He transcended boxing. And then he was able to speak on his political views. And everybody thinks that once you're a black athlete, you have to do that. Some people are not willing to take that role on because
that's not what they want to do.
They just want to focus on their craft. That's not their thing. That's not their motive. You know what I'm saying? It's not their jam. But I feel like people's expectations and what people say and what they try to push out there is like, we want you to be this character. We want you to be this character. Because for the longest time, when that book came out about Jordan, about how he was mean and he was like a tyrant or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just shit. That's any sports team. That's what you do. That's a character. His job was to be malicious and do all that shit because he wanted to bring the best out of him. Being that way produced 6 championships for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
That's the character that he played. But you cannot sit here and just say like and take these things to heart so bad to where you're lost in the sauce and you're forgetting where all these things were, like what people are doing. Like, because, like, you know, some people put their personal lives on social media and put their personal lives on everything. Some people don't put their personal lives on shit, and then they just, you know, they have characters that they play.
3P, right?
Yeah. No, Golden State was.
Golden State got a back-to-back 3P? I thought they only had 5. Let us know in the comment section below.
I think it was 5. No, you're right. Yeah, Jordan was the last. They were the last back-to-back repeat.
Yeah. Cause,
but that's what I'm saying. People take shit way too personal and shit nowadays, and I think people like. And then, basically, to sum up all my points, one, motherfuckers need to learn how to listen and to look at everything full circle and the full picture instead of just taking everything so personally and stop taking shit out of context. Two, stop cherry picking information just to prove a narrative that doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
And then three, learn what people are doing. Like what the like if you're going to speak on something, learn what they're doing and why they're doing it before you speak on some shit. Like educate yourself because like for us, we're doing this podcast or whatever, but motherfuckers are probably thinking, oh, these motherfuckers are pieces of shit, blah, blah, blah. You don't know us for real.
Yeah.
I mean, and even people who think that they know you, there's a thing called evolution where you change. Like, I guarantee the person who I was a couple of years ago, even like 6 months ago, I'm not the same person anymore because I'm constantly trying to evolve, like trying to be better. I made a lot of shitty mistakes. I made a lot of shitty shit, but it still doesn't stop the fact that I can grow and progress and be changed and be something else. You know what I'm saying? And be better. But motherfuckers just want conflict. People just want conflict. That's just what it is. That's what everything boils down to. In America, the U.S., all this other shit, motherfuckers just want conflict. And I'm just tired of that shit. That shit gets annoying.
It's facts. I mean,
I went on a whole rant there, dog.
it's all good. That's good. That should kill probably like 5-6 minutes, you know? Fucking. Yeah. We'll let that shit sink in for us.
Hey. So.
What the fuck's up with this goddamn blanket, bro?
All right, bro. All right, let me tell you my thought process. I was thinking about Earl Sweatshirt.
You weren't thinking? Is that the thought process?
Listen, nigga, I'm telling you what was going on. I was thinking about Earl Sweatshirt. And you know how Earl Sweatshirt had the hoodie on and shit? And I was like, well, I'm just going to have a blanket on it. But it's hot as a bitch, but I'm still trying to keep it on.
What?
It's my character, bro. Leave me alone.
Bro, you look like a butterfly coming out the cocoon right now, dog. Old butterfree head ass.
Let me stop. This shit is getting hot. That shit getting lightweight.
I know it's hot. You in fucking Arizona, man. What the fuck are you doing?
No, nigga. Let me tell you, bro. When it's not at nighttime, bro, like last night, nigga, it was 95 degrees at night.
We lost your video.
Hold on, babe.
All right, bet.
It was 95 degrees at night, bro.
95 degrees at night? What the fuck?
There we go.
All right, move back.
Like 95 degrees at nighttime, Shaitan.
That's hot as fuck. Y'all don't got to deal with humidity out there, though, right?
No, it's dry heat.
Yeah.
But it's monsoon season.
I hate fucking humidity, bro. But I also hate dry heat.
It's annoying.
I just hate weather, man.
I would take dry heat.
That's really what it is. I hate the hot. I hate the fucking cold, man. Give me like 82, 83 with a fucking nice breeze.
You talking about San Diego weather?
Yeah. Bro, I did not realize how fucking hot Spain got, man. But
Don't tell me about heat.
I also didn't realize that we're hella close to Africa. I'm like a fucking 2-hour drive to fucking Morocco.
Go. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, you got to put in a whole package to go to Morocco. You know, kind of like how we had to put a package in to go to Tijuana. I'm waiting for Ellie to get out here. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go to Morocco. Or go down.
Bro, I'm trying to go.
Casablanca.
Yeah. I want to go to Morocco.
Yeah, it looks fucking lit as fuck, dude.
For real?
It looks lit as fuck, yeah.
Hey, side note. You think we're gonna go to war, cuz?
Bro, all right. Let me give you a little brief synopsis of my life. All right. I have no social media. I do not watch the news. The only YouTube that I watch is Muay Thai videos. Shout out Ratan. Ratan, whatever. They be saying Ratang.
Ratan.
Ratan. Yeah.
I know, nigga. You don't watch Muay Thai. I watch Muay Thai videos, and the only reason why I'm abreast on current events is because my uncle is like a fucking political.
Well, you gotta think the only people I talk to, I talk to Ellie, right? I talk to Ellie every day.
Yeah.
All we talk about is the baby or like random shit.
Yeah.
We never talk like we don't really talk about current events. And we just be fucking bullshitting on the phone half the time. I talk to the, and I talk to like, a few, like I talk to my homie Bird. I talk to the homie Jonathan. I talk to Banez. And then every once in a while, and then every once in a while, Mendenhall calls me.
Menthol.
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
is he still fat?
Huh?
Is he still fat?
Nah, he actually lost a bunch of weight, dude. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Yeah, he looks good, dude. He doesn't look like a fucking fat piece of shit right now.
What about Banez? I know he used to lift a lot. Is he still hooping and shit?
I don't know if he's still hooping, but I know he's lifting still. He's about to I think he's about to leave soon to go back down to San Diego.
Because he's about to be with Anna, right?
Yeah.
Well, side note, just to get you onto this political thing that my uncle has brought up. So I guess one of the consulates got shut down or whatever, and China was like saying that Americans have breached international law or something, and they're telling us to stop doing that shit or some shit like that. So basically, there's a little rift between us right now. Could possibly go into, and that's what people are trying to say. Like we might be going to war and all this shit, but I don't know. I think that shit is stupid. Because I'd rather keep everything simple, and I just really focus on fighting, and that's all I really care about. Because everything else is just like a distraction. And I know how I work, especially because of like my mental health and shit. I'll go fucking crazy, and like on to hurting motherfuckers and shit, and doing some shit that I'm not supposed to be doing. Because I'm too triggered. Huh?
If we go back to war, or if we go,
or if we
war.
Yeah, or if we just go into like break out into these type of conflicts and stuff like that. So that's why I try to keep everything simple and I just try to train all day. Like training, and then talking to you and doing this shit keeps me not, going down that depressed loop of like just sitting there and then fucking going down. Because I had somebody that someone that I was trying to talk to and stuff. And it just didn't work out, you know what I'm saying, before all this shit.
Yeah. It happens, dude. I fucking...
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but, like, because, yeah, I don't really care about all that. Like, I don't really care about, like, the extra shit. I just like to keep it simple. Like, I just want to train because that keeps me stimulated mentally and then physically because it's like me solving puzzles and shit. And then doing this and then talking with you and shit's always good because, so... You my nigga. You the homie. About my nigga with me. We cool.
Well, I watch. I just watch a lot of YouTube, dude. Like I watch. I keep meaning to watch. Some. I still need to watch that movie, The Old Guard, with Charlize Theron. Heard it was really fucking.
Yeah,
good.
I saw that. I saw that shit.
It was really good.
I saw it with my cousin. My cousin Victoria. She hadn't seen it, and I haven't seen it. And then she was like, "You want to watch this?" Yeah, we'll watch it. Because my uncle and my aunt and everybody else, they made a big-ass movie night about it while, Victoria was at work and my black ass was at the gym. And then they were all talking about it. So then me and Victoria was like, well, fuck it then. Everybody else went out to dinner and then we sat back and watched it.
I heard that that Spike Lee movie was really good too, The Five Bloods.
I heard about that. I haven't seen it.
It's like, I guess it's about like these Vietnam War vets or something that they go and like they like hid some gold or whatever like back in the day, and then they come back and get it, and it's just like about their like time at war and them all hanging out again and getting into shit or something. Yeah, I heard it's good. Heard that movie's good. I still haven't finished the Jeffrey Epstein documentary.
Oh, hey, nigga, did you know that in SpongeBob? Remember when SpongeBob shows his ID?
Yeah.
Do you know that the address that's on the ID is Epstein's Island?
Really?
Swear to God, I looked it up just because I was bored as fuck, and I was like, man, let me see this shit. I was like, oh, fuck. Straight up.
Okay, I gotta look this up. I'm gonna take your word on it for now. I gotta look it up for sure.
No, I swear, bro. I was like, bro,
That's
get the
wild.
fuck out of here.
That
That
was
shit
his
is
island.
nuts.
That was his island's address. What does that mean? Like,
Yes, we're the exact island where all the shit went down and everything. That's SpongeBob's address.
like Bikini Bottom Drive or some shit.
I don't remember if it's Bikini Bottom Drive, but it was it's literally on there. Like, look at the address on there, and it's literally the island.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure.
Hey,
what's it called? Oh no. The one thing that I did see about China was that like I guess they're like shaving Muslims' heads or no Arabs or something like that.
oh,
Like,
the concentration camps.
yeah, like they're like shaving like Arabs or Muslims like heads,
And feeding them pork and shit in the
hopefully
concentration camps.
I didn't hear about that, but I did. Yeah, I heard that they're shaving their heads, throwing them on trains, sending them to concentration camps.
Yeah,
Why?
this shit's fucked up.
And then there was a BBC. There was like a BBC interview or whatever. I like that.
The big black cock interview.
It was a big black cock interview with the Chinese. And the guy's like showing him the video and is like, "Hey, I don't know the guy's name, but he's like, "Hey, Prime Minister, what's in this video right here?" And like the Prime Minister's like looking at it, and he's like, I can't see what you're talking about." And it's like a huge TV that this guy's fucking like showing him. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then he just like goes on and like starts talking about statistics on like how the population keeps going up, and he's like, no, the population stopped. It's a statistic that I can bring up right here. And he's like, no, those numbers are false. He was like, no, these are numbers that were put out by your people. And he's like, no,
hey man,
yeah,
that shit is crazy, dog. It's sad. The state of the world is sad, and like if you get caught up in this shit, you're gonna get fucking depressed, bro. Because it just makes you realize how much of pieces of shit we are as human beings.
I'm just so glad that I deleted social media. I deleted social media like maybe. Well, I mean, so I'm still technically on social media because I share the podcast on there. I share, like I haven't updated.
Yeah. No, but like I'm not actively looking up shit on like I'm not actively talking to people on social media or anything like that or nothing like that.
Pretty much like all the recommendations I get right now since I've been watching like a lot of one FC fights has been like a lot of 1FC video like Muay Thai.
No, see what I've been getting on my YouTube and shit, like all bullshit aside, is obviously all my shit's all about like fighting and stuff. But then I've also been getting into like nature documentaries.
Ooh.
Like I watched this owl documentary at least 3 times, bro.
Nature documentaries high. I said nature documentaries high be like making you feel like you're a real piece of shit. Like, fuck, I need to do something about this goddamn environment.
No, but that's what I'm saying. And then like I don't know. I'm starting to like more of like I don't know. I just like learning shit, and I'm learning about like tech. I've always been into computers and tech and all that other shit, but like that's just pretty much all I'm getting. That's all the information I'm getting. And then when I get like stuff on current events, is because my uncle will come in an uproar talking about something. If this orange piece of shit doesn't stop, I'm like, okay,
Uncle Country, dude. That's not a country as shit.
Well,
orange
my uncle
low key don't.
He got a deep ass voice. Like my uncle has a voice that's like deep.
Voice deep.
Well, I can't do it because that motherfucker's voice.
Nah, the way that my YouTube had like started showing me a bunch of fight videos is because I was looking up like heavy bag workouts. I was like, like how to hang my heavy bag, how to fucking, like all that shit, like just like, and then just watching like like Mike Tyson like hit the heavy bag, and then it just started fucking because I watched a Tiger Muay Thai documentary like.
Them niggas are brutal, bro.
I didn't realize Israel Adesanya and fucking Dan Hooker, they got a sparring session at Tiger Muay Thai like a few years ago.
Yeah, they get to train there. They train there.
Yeah. That shit's dope as fuck.
I was trying to go this year, bro. I was trying to go this year, but COVID said,
nigga. Where's it at in Thailand?
Bangkok.
Is it in Bangkok? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then the other one is they have another one in, I think it's in like Chiang Mai and then Phuket. Because I was thinking about going to Phuket top team.
I think the documentary was in Phuket.
Yeah, Phuket top team is out there too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've just been watching these and I just been watching Mad Muay Thai stuff.
Hey, all right, then I'm gonna put you onto some Muay Thai shit right now. You need to look up Smart Packaroon.
Okay, I've probably seen him, but I just probably haven't I don't know the
He
name.
is the greatest Muay Thai fighter of all time.
Okay, yeah,
Bar none.
yeah. Send me some videos, dude. Yeah, I've been watching the Ratang.
Ratang. That
Ratang.
motherfucker's a beast. And what's his name? Jason Haggerty or Jonathan Haggerty?
Yeah, I didn't finish the fight. I only watched.
I just remember it was Haggerty. Haggerty and Ratang, them motherfuckers was getting it.
Yeah. Well, their first fight was crazy too because I was watching the highlights from the first fight. So, like, if people don't know this out there, there are other fighting.
Them boys was cracking, bro.
There's other fighting companies out there besides UFC. There's also Bellator and ONE FC, and there's Brave.
Bellator, ONE FC, KSW.
Yeah. I know Brave was real big in the Middle East when I was over there.
Yep, and the KSW's in Russia.
Okay, and
M1 Global, Russia.
What's the one that used to be a thing?
Pride.
Yeah, I could have swore I seen some Pride's coming back too, right? Or maybe
it's called Dream now.
Video.
It's called Dream.
Okay.
Dream.
I thought I seen something about Pride, but it might have been an old video.
Yeah, it's Dream or Risen. They changed it to Dream or Risen.
Yeah. ONE FC looks fucking dope, dude. They got Demetrius Johnson and shit over there too now.
Yeah, but they got small gloves Muay Thai, so it's like basically like Muay Thai with MMA gloves.
So the UFC traded Demetrius Johnson for Ben Askren.
For Ben Askren, yeah.
What the
Eddie Alvarez.
What type of fucking?
So they did Eddie.
What type of trade?
They did Eddie Alvarez. They did Eddie Alvarez and Demetrius Johnson for Ben Askren. No, I'm just playing Ben Askren.
So Demetrius Johnson loses his fight to Henry Cejudo, and then they just are like, "All right, you were like,"
because they felt like they couldn't market Mighty Mouse. This is why. This is what happened. This is why. The UFC felt like they couldn't market Mighty Mouse because Mighty Mouse was cleaning everybody and basically was tired of seeing him win. And then Henry Cejudo comes in there and then he fights him, which is that fight is arguable because controversial, because a lot of people seen Mighty Mouse winning that. A lot of people think Mighty Mouse won that fight, but they gave it to Triple C or Henry Cejudo. And then they do the trade to get Ben Askren over here, which in hindsight, being 2020, was a good deal because at first it was kind of stupid. But because now we have fights and it ushered in a new era about things to happen because Ben Askren was a pivotal piece to make Masvidal, Nate Diaz, all this other shit. If it wasn't for Ben, we wouldn't have this shit. We'd still be doing the shit that we're doing before. If it wasn't
for Ben just getting his ass beat, we wouldn't fucking...
No, because, I mean, he won against – well, yeah, he got fucked up by Robbie Lawler. So Robbie Lawler beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And Damian Maia choked him unconscious. And then Masvidal sent that motherfucker to orbit. Yeah. But then Demetrius Johnson goes over to ONE FC and destroys everybody. Yeah. Demetrius Johnson, to me, is the GOAT because he beat – motherfucker destroyed everybody in the UFC. Then he goes over to ONE FC
and destroys everybody.
Gets the belt and wins. But Eddie Alvarez, he's doing all right. I mean, his first two fights, he got knocked the fuck out both times.
Nah, he won a fight. The fight we were talking about yesterday, he won. He ended up winning. I think he won with.
Well, I know he gets dropped every fight though.
Yeah, well, it looked the exact same as the fight that I had seen before, where he had got knocked out, but.
Yeah, but that big ass Asian dude who cut both of his eyes and shit, that motherfucker beat the shit out of Eddie. I felt so bad. I was like, damn, Eddie.
I'm just so upset that I haven't watched these. Like, if you never fought your Bellator fight, I probably would have never watched Bellator. I probably would have.
Yeah, I mean, but
that's the only. And then I watched it and I was like, wow, this is so much like this, like just the production quality, like how they it they're doing like that Grand Prix shit or whatever. That was like cool, to see people picking names and shit. Because UFC doesn't do that. It's just like one fight and then a fucking trailer and then another fight and then a trailer.
But this is the other thing too, because I like how the UFC does their up and coming guys. Like the up and coming guys, the UFC builds them up properly and they do it the right way. Bellator doesn't really do that. Bellator, They do a lot of with their main stars, and that's it. But you don't really hear them developing fighters and building them up so that they have the next superstar. They tried it once with Aaron Pico, but Aaron Pico just got fucking. They sent him to the Wolves too early, and he just got fucked up. But they need to push. They need to like build people up the right way. But I like how they do the.
I just like the show, dude. Like it felt like
I love the show. No, I love the show. I love the way they produce things.
It felt like I was watching like a WrestleMania or something. Like it was cool.
Yeah,
like, just like the way that everything was going, like the way they were talking about everybody and shit. I was like, oh man,
that's dope.
Yeah. And then Mighty Mouse was talking about when he did his first press conference, he's like, I've never heard a CEO talk about his fighters like this. Da, 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 da. I was like, damn, dude, this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, no, ONE FC, that dude, he takes care of his fighters. He's doing well because you never hear them motherfuckers complain about pay. You've never heard no ONE FC fighter complain about pay ever.
And they're fighting
the only people that really complain are like UFC motherfuckers.
Well, it's the biggest.
Because Bellator pays well because they're backed by Viacom. They're backed by a bigger company than what UFC is. UFC just has oversaturated the U.S. market. But like Bellator makes their shit, especially overseas, and then ONE FC just
we kind of see it. We kind of see this UFC thing because we're like in this bubble of America, and we're like, oh, UFC, like that's the biggest thing. But then like if you go overseas, like I didn't see posters for UFC shit when I was in Bahrain. I always saw posters for Brave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like it was always like that. I was like, man, I don't have no fucking like UFC posters or nothing like that. What the fuck? And then
no, it's because UFC taps out here.
Yeah. But here, Australia, Brazil, it has like its hubs, and that's about it.
Yeah, but Bellator goes everywhere. ONE FC goes everywhere, especially in Eurasia. They fucking run it over there. Them niggas. I would love to fight for them, to be honest. I would love to fight over there.
It looks like the competition's fucking crazy in ONE FC.
Oh, hell yeah, because the boys can actually – okay, so this is the other thing. In MMA, there's no real legit strikers in there. Like, the striking is so poop. Like, because the only real legit strikers that you see that are, like, fucking good, Israel.
John.
Oh, yeah, Peter Yan.
No, I said John Jones, dude. That motherfucker's elbows, dude, are fucking nuts.
John gets away with a lot of shit because of his length. His technical prowess is not that beautiful to me. Yeah, no, fuck no. He gets away with a lot of shit because he's long.
He be getting people in that Muay Thai clinch and then just hitting them with that elbow. I'm like, God damn.
Well, you got to remember, his body is built perfectly for fighting. The motherfucker has long arms, short torso, long legs. And so then, and then he's strong as fuck. People forget how strong John is. John is stronger than a motherfucker. So when that nigga grab you, it's like Anderson. When Anderson used to clinch motherfuckers, Rich Franklin said it best. He was like, man, Anderson put me in the clinch and felt like I was in a coffin. John be doing that same shit too. But the thing I do like about John is John's not great at anything. He's good at everything. But let me take that back. The thing that makes John great is that his striking is good, his wrestling is good, all this other stuff, but he's great at putting it together. Just like Mighty Mouse. Yeah. They're great at combining shit and chaining it and making it
go together. Flying armbar that fucking Mighty Mouse did, man. That shit was crazy.
Bro, you know how gangster you got to be to suplex nigga and then flying armbar him?
Bro.
Like in the air.
Because I be seeing people do that shit in like practices. It's like this ain't practice. Pull that off in a fight? This is the real game, dog. Talk about practice?
Hey, but did you see the one that he just he hit this crazy ass combo on ONE FC to where everybody was like, this man is the GOAT. Like Mighty Mouse, bro.
Yeah. Well, look at fucking. Because Cyborg won her first fight, right, in Bellator.
Yeah, she beat the shit out of that girl.
But she also, but when she was
Juliana Budd.
But did she kind of like leave UFC because of Amanda Nunes or what?
Nah, she left the shit because Dana White treated her like shit, and he said some fucked up shit about her, he disrespecting her and shit. Like, where he said that she looked like Vanderlei Silva in the dress. I was like, God damn.
Well, Amanda Nunes beat the shit out of her, right?
Yeah, she hit her with an overhand.
Yeah.
knocked her the fuck out. I was like, cyborg. Amanda Nunes is about to retire though, bro. There's nothing left for her to prove. There's nothing. She beat everybody. The only chick that can remotely touch her right now is Shevchenko.
So just go over to a fucking another.
No, you gotta know when to count your losses, man, and just when to realize like it's time to hang them up. You
Well, that's what Henry Cejudo did.
No, Anderson Silva's still fighting. That nigga.
Not Anderson Silva. I said Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, Cejudo went out on top. You know, and then he said the only way he'll come back is for Volkanovski. And if he does that, then if he beats Volkanovski, Henry Cejudo is the greatest combat sport athlete.
Bro, I was so sad for Jose, dude. I was like, damn, bro. You just getting the dog shit beat out of you right now, and like this ref will not stop. Like, cause we were watching it. Like, I was about to I was about to do reliefs, and I was like, we were just like watching it, and I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, yo, when the fuck will stop this fucking fight? And they were just fucking him up. As soon as I got on post, I like look at it, and then he's still going. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, I low-key cried when Peter Yan beat the shit out of Aldo, dog. He fucked my nigga Aldo up, bro.
Oh, no. I'm not thinking about the Volkanovski. I'm not thinking about Volkanovski. I'm thinking about Jose and Peter Yan. That's the one I'm thinking about, not Volkanovski. Volkanovski fought Holloway.
Yeah. He beat the shit out of Aldo, bro. I felt so bad. I was like, Aldo, no.
That's the one I'm talking about.
I love Aldo. You know I love Aldo.
God damn.
Like, you know I love Aldo. And Aldo is I liked a lot of the shit that he did, and I copied a lot of shit that he does. And, bro, that shit was bad as fuck. I felt so bad for that nigga, dog. I was like, damn. But then the other thing, too, with Volkanovski and fucking Holloway, they need to do a three-peat because,
bro,
I think Holloway beat him, dog.
I think so. Because remember, I sent you my list.
But Volkanovski is good, man. That's a tough fight.
Well, you remember I sent you my list, and I was like, this is who I got. The only person I got wrong was Masvidal. Just because I don't know, I like Masvidal. I was like, well, I
like him too. I think Masvidal should come back.
In his training camp this whole time, maybe he'll fucking win. I knew nothing about Usman, so
I like Usman.
Yeah. If I would have bet, I would have called you and been like, "Hey, yo, who do I pick in this one?"
Yeah, Usman. The wrestling.
Yeah. So I didn't get to whatever, but then what the fuck was I saying? I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Oh yeah. So that was the only fight where I was watching, and even the Rose fight, I was watching them, and I was like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Rose fight, I was like, I don't know about.
No, the only reason why is that third round, because that third round, Rose got her fucking dome rocked.
She was getting fucked up. Well, yeah, I think that's why too, because I think I missed the second. So I watched the first round, and then I missed the second round, and I watched the third round. So like I was like, oh, Rose is doing good, and then I watched the third round. And I'm like, oh fuck, Rose about to lose.
She got her fucking that third round.
And
Andrade came in there. Andrade came in there not playing. She was like, whoop whoop, bow. Like damn.
Now who I want to see fucking Paulo fucking fight. I don't know, man. I've been watching these. I've been watching Paulo fight, and like I'm like, man, he's hitting these people like I hit the heavy bag. Obviously, way harder. But I was watching this shit. I was like, man, this is how I treat a heavy bag, and these motherfuckers are just standing there, fucking getting fucked up like they're a heavy bag, bro.
Well, because like the thing about Paulo Costa, he's big. One, the motherfucker's durable. Two, he has great cardio. And that nigga hits hard as fuck. But the thing about it is he comes in a straight line. If you watch him, he always just he'll march you down. Now with Israel, he showed a little bit of weakness fighting off his back foot. If he doesn't dictate the range right off the gate, he has a little bit of problem fighting off his back foot. But Israel's crafty, he's shifty. The motherfucker puts combinations together, and he sets a lot of traps, which Paulo Costa don't give a fuck about them shits. Because that motherfucker, but I don't care. Look at me. I'm the Terminator.
I kind of don't want to bet on that fight, but I am gonna.
I'm betting on Israel.
I'm probably gonna bet on the card, but I won't bet on Israel, and because I like them both, you know. I like them both, and I just don't know well enough. To bet on that.
I say Israel wins that one, but the fight that you need to worry about, whoever gets that title fight, whoever fights Jared Cannonier next. Whoever fight, like if I'm telling you, just listen to me. Jared Cannonier is the number 3 ranked 185er in the world right now. And if he,
is that the
whoever
black
he
guy?
fights, yeah, the one who beat Anderson Silva and then he knocked out Jack Hermanson and David Branch, the dude I trained with.
Yeah, show me that one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if whoever Jared fights next, is getting fucked up, and then whoever has the belt will probably lose. Because Jared, I'm telling you right now, that man is fast and he's calculated and he don't make mistakes. And the only reason why he got clipped by Dominic Reyes but he was beating Dominic, and then Dominic clipped him on a break with an awkward ass fucking shot. That shit was weird.
Yeah, I think because Sean O'Malley's gonna fight on that card as well, so I'm gonna bet on him.
O'Malley's pretty good, man.
Yeah, so I'll bet on him, and then I don't know who else is fighting on that card, so I'll figure it out. Whoever's fighting on that card, but I know I got the one for sure bet. But no, what's his name? Fucking, but I also don't know like what the fucking over, like what the fucking the odds will be. I think Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya, it's going to be like it's not going to be that much of a difference in the line bets.
I bet. I'm telling you, I'm going to predict.
If Israel comes in as the underdog, I might bet on him.
I'm gonna put it like this: Israel's going to be the next Anderson Silva. Israel will defend the belt for he'll go on a reign. After he beats Paulo Costa, he'll go on a reign. He'll win for I don't know. He'll defend the belt maybe I'm going to give him 10 times. No, I'm going to say 7. If he beats Paulo Costa, he'll defend it 7 times.
Okay. I think that's the only person that's the only person in the division he has to really prove, right?
No, he's got because he beat Romero. He called out Romero and won, even though that fight was bogus. Yeah, he'll beat Paulo Costa, and then he's gonna go up. I think he wants to go to 205 to fight John.
Yeah, the one fight that what's his name O'Malley should have lost though is that fucking Andre Sukumta, bro. Sukumta, bro.
If Sukumta wouldn't have shot in on him,
been a fucking idiot, bro. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, why would you, bro? He can't stand up. Just keep kicking that leg.
That was poor coaching on that part, bro. And then he got released after that fight.
And really, because it was the worst mistake. I was like, what are you doing right now, bro?
I would have been blasting that leg. Once you see that shit, you gotta whop, whop, whop.
Yeah, just keep fucking kicking that leg. There's no fucking honor right here. That's probably how he was seeing it. He was probably seeing it as okay, I gotta show that I actually win this fight, not just because he broke his foot. Because if he would have won that fight, he would have been having these next 2 years killing the game.
Yeah, because Sukumta is tough. He's tough.
Yeah, he
was a tough dude. I liked watching him. I actually did enjoy watching him fight. I just wish that he would have. I think he'll come back and we'll just get him some better management, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he'll do better from that point.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's fighting anymore. Last interview I watched, he said he was just going to focus on himself, or he was going to focus on or something like that. I don't know. I need a loud person.
There's a lot.
I need a loud person to fucking root for. Yeah.
Can I be an honorary loud person, bro?
Nah, fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch. What if I come out with the loud flag in my left hand, bro?
Oh, there we go. That's the fucking way right there. If you do that on your next fight, dude, I'm gonna fucking share that everywhere on every single loud page that I have. I'm gonna be like, yo, look at this guy. We gotta lift him up.
All right, bro. I'm definitely doing that. I'm gonna buy the loud flag and I'm trying to come out with that shit.
Hell yeah. That'd be so fun.
And I'm just like, this is one nigga TikTok, cuz.
I'll be so happy.
He'll be like, community, I know y'all don't fuck with me, but I fuck with y'all heavy. Cause my best friends from Laos.
I would be so happy. I would watch that shit and be like, oh shit.
No, I'm really gonna do that. The next time I fight in Bellator, or when I fight in Bellator again, I'm definitely gonna do that one too. But I'm gonna start doing that for my fight. I'm gonna come out with that flag. I'm gonna buy one off Amazon, and I'm gonna come out with that shit.
I'm gonna be like, yo, we got an honorary loud person right here. You heard it here first, guys, on the New Headline Podcast.
Yep. You guys heard it here first. The next fight, I'm coming out with the loud flag.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna have 2 flags though, because I'm gonna have the Pan-African flag, the Marcus Garvey flag. I'm gonna wrap that on my right hand.
Is that
and on my left hand, I'm gonna have the loud flag.
Is that
the Garvey flag?
Is that the black flag? The red, black, and green flag? That one?
Yeah, that's for
With
the
the beast on it?
Garveyites. Yeah, the Pan African. Oh, I'll show you. I got it.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
It's like every woke black person has this. This one? You see it?
Nah, you might have to take your.
Hold on. Yeah,
I know exactly what flag you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't know that was the Marcus Garvey flag. Marcus Garvey, that's the guy. He's the guy that made peanut butter, right?
No, what the fuck? That's George Washington Carver.
George Washington Carver. Who's Marcus Garvey then?
Marcus Garvey was he was a black dude that basically was for the advancement of the black community, and I think he was from like the island. I think he was like a Jamaican or something like that.
He created
he mobilized
NAACP type thing or what?
Huh?
So he
say what?
He created the NAACP type thing or what?
No. He created a movement, and then it's called the Garveyites, and he was teaching the black men about their culture and shit like that. But he was like really militant, and people didn't like him, but because of how militant he was. But the dude was on point with a lot of shit. You gotta like look him up, because there's so much stuff that he can so many contributions that he made. Like, hold on, matter of fact, because I was writing something on him. Hold on, give me a second, because I have it on my notes. I'll tell you right now. Where's this shit at? Where the fuck is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I just don't like silence, dude. I hate when there's silent moments on our podcast.
Yeah.
I gotta start talking. Yeah. I gotta start talking real smooth into the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to talk like a. Hey.
You need to talk like Barry White. Hey.
Yeah. No, we're talking like here comes the smooth hits and R&B.
Oh, the radio guy here.
This is 100.7.
Smooth sounds of Citar T-Ham production.
This is 107 The Dot. Coming back at you with some Casey and JoJo. I'm going crazy just to think.
Thinking about you, baby.
No, crazy. Yeah. Go ahead.
But basically, Marcus Garvey was he was a Jamaican entrepreneur and a activist, and he was just making a lot of contributions to the black community like that, and so he's like the pre-Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Oh, he's
before that. It was like he died in 1940.
Oh shit!
I think it was like June. I think it was June 10th.
Okay, so he.
But
yeah, so this whole time I've been getting Marcus Garvey and fucking George Washington. I thought they were the
George Washington. No, George Washington Carver was an inventor who helped make peanut butter.
Made peanut butter. He was on the Proud Family movie too.
Yeah, that's why you know, bro. Satan, shut up.
No, I mean we learned about it in school. Oh, okay. Wait. All right. So I was watching South Park yesterday, right? And
what?
It was like the Thanksgiving. It was one of the Thanksgiving episodes, right? And they're talking about, like they're watching the History Channel and Ancient Aliens on Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah.
And
the dude who's like aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that, right? And it gets me thinking back. All right. I'm gonna ask you the question, but I'm gonna answer myself first. All right. So. Yeah. What did you learn in high school or just school in general about Thanksgiving? Right. So I remember what I learned. I learned there was some pilgrims that landed here in the colonies or whatever. And then they had a war with the Indians. And then they had a big feast where they ate a cornucopia of food.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much what I learned. Obviously, that's not what happened, right? So I'm like, yo, when the fuck? When the fuck did this? Like, so, like, as I'm watching the South Park thing, like, you know, they're talking about aliens and shit on Thanksgiving. I'm like, man, this is kind of accurate in the way that, like, whatever story they, you know, like, you know, they say his story is his story. So I'm like, this is kind of accurate on the way that they fucking teach, you know, Thanksgiving in school. Like kind of how they fucking, this is.
Or Columbus discovering America, which he didn't.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to touch on that. But, like,
you might
what did you,
Pilgrims and shit?
I mean, is that pretty much what you, so, like, because, all right, these are the things I remember.
That's pretty much what I learned. They came over here, they had a thing, and then they were like, this is what I learned. Basically, it was they came over, they didn't have resources and shit, so the Indians told them, but then they ended up going to war, and then they was like, okay, never mind, we'll have peacetime. Our bad, dog. We'll have peace, and the way that they showed that everything was good was the Indians gave a cornucopia, and then everybody was all cool, handy dandy after that, and they worked together. Now everybody's all buddy and homies.
And that's why we celebrate Thanksgiving.
Yes, but it's a fucking massacre.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like, so I don't know how the Thanksgiving thing got brought into the. I mean, did they? I mean, they probably did break bread, right? At one point, maybe that's how they. I mean, did they settle things at one point and break bread, or no? Because what I heard was that they pretty much traded the fucking traded the Indians, like, for some beef jerky or some shit like that. They pretty much paid beef jerky, and that's how they got the fucking land.
You need to look that up, player.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll use that for the next. All right, next podcast.
Next podcast we'll talk about that, guys. Let us know in the comment section below if that's what you want to hear about. I will do some research.
It's not what you want to hear about. That's what you're going to hear about. We're going to educate you guys on history. The next podcast, we're going to talk about what really happened on Thanksgiving.
Next podcast. Yeah.
We're going to find out about Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about history. We're going to debunk history.
Yeah. Last year, there's no such thing as Black history, right? There's just history. There's no such thing as Black history, Asian history, Indigenous history. It's just all history. So we gotta fucking treat it all the same and learn about it all the same, right?
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I won't go that far and say there's no, because certain cultures need to know. You need to know the truth about it all together. Well, yeah, because what you're saying, but I know for Black people, we don't know our history for real. Because if you want to look it up, and there's a gray area because it always goes back to we were just slaves and shit like that. And then, that one goes real deep, but we really don't know exactly our real history as far as the Black community goes. So that's something that we do need to have. Right? Because the white man fucked it all up.
Oh, because of the white man.
It's true.
All this white hatred that's coursing through my veins right now. I have to fucking take it down a notch every day. All this white hatred and white guilt that I have, man.
Bro, I'm getting off this podcast.
Wait a minute. No, because I had one more topic I wanted to fucking talk about before we got on.
All right, I'm off.
So yes, so the EU borders are now open again. Only to EU members, though. So if you live in the EU, European Union, for people that don't know, we're allowed to travel right now. I'm in the European Union right now. I live in Spain, so I'm able to travel throughout the European Union. So what that says, right, is that if people fucking listen, right, eventually this shit goes away. But right now, it's too fucking late. So it's just, I'm kind of at a fucking crossroad, right? Because I was like, man, if you dumb motherfuckers would have just fucking stayed the fucking side and stopped going to the fucking park just to fucking get your kids some fucking air. Your kids are fucking in the fucking house damn near all the time anyway, playing video games. They don't want to go to the park, probably. You're the one that wanted to go to the park because you can't handle being inside with your fucking spouse, right? Or your fucking family because you fucking hate your life. And when you get to go to work every day, you get to escape your life. Just fucking stay the fucking side. Yeah. The quicker people listen, the quicker this shit goes away. But for some reason, I mean, but but at the same, but then that's where my crossroad goes, is because it's just too late for that now. It's just too late for it now. Unless they do like a federal lockdown, every single person is in their house for the next fucking. Oh fuck! My phone died. Oh man, but yeah. Anyways, I'll plug my heavy bag. Yeah, the like, because I don't want to get on the blame train, right? Of like, oh well, it's this person's fault or it's that person's fault. Like, nah, man, just fucking listen to somebody. Just fucking start listening, and this shit'll fucking go away.
Yeah.
Or you don't listen, and then they just keep fucking making up reasons on why people can't fucking why people can't go outside. That's pretty much the basis of my argument. Because if every single person in the world stayed inside for 2 whole weeks, like they say that this shit lasts, right?
This is gonna go into the next.
Yeah, eventually it'll go away, right? Like pretty much everybody I know right now has COVID, you know, but they were also all.
I don't have COVID.
Not you. Everybody I know in Vegas, except for my wife, has COVID.
I've never got COVID.
Yeah. Shout out to my pops right now. You know, he's on the recovery train. So yeah. Yeah, dog.
Best of all love and wish you good positive energy to Papa Tumavongsa. Daddy T-Ham.
Hell yeah, dog. Yeah. But yeah, man. That's all I wanted to say. Anything else you wanted to cover today?
No, I'm covered.
All right, you covered with a blanket, you dumb fuck.
Look here.
My bad.
That's why you got a 5-head, bitch. That big ass fucking forehead.
That's just, bro. It's my fucking hairline, dude. My hairline's receding, dude. I think that's all it is.
It's receding because you about to have a baby.
Yeah. That's.
Oh, talking about, you know what? I need to shout out some. Shout out to.
Shout out to my wife.
Absolutely no one.
I want to say sorry to absolutely fucking no one. That was very English. That wasn't very Irish. My bad. I'm very bad at accents sometimes. But yeah, nah. So yeah, I got work tomorrow, so we got to end this. I got to talk to my wife.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, dog.
Later, fuck
faces.
Candy boys, candy girls. Get all the necklaces.
Yeah.
Catch on a flip flop. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which ain't that much.
Oh.
Say so. I hate you, bro. Get off this shit.
I'm ending this shit. All right, y'all. All right. See y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all do all that shit.